What's going on, guys? It's Melvin Walker here with another episode of Model World. You're kicking it with the Runway King, and today we're going to be talking about the basics and foundations of becoming a model and how to align yourself professionally in the industry. Let's go!
Oh, no. This can't happen. No. You're making money, you're not doing what you gotta do, so
While we're kicking off the second episode of Model World, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm happy that you guys are tuned into. So, like I said, everything I like to do, I like to connect it to a book. Books have such a wealth of information, whether it's on topic or whether it's like a personal self-building kind of book. These books really changed me. These books were my mentor before I had the mentors. These books led me to mentorship. So one of the books for becoming mentally prepared for the modeling industry that I think would help a lot of people personally and in the industry is a book called Mindfulness. Now this book, I was just in the bookstore. I always go to the bookstore, I always just like to, browse the clearance section. I want to see the books that people are throwing away, pick the books people very much aren't interested into. So, when I ran past this book, like you can see, it's $8 and it was in the clearance section. But when I seen the title, it said Mindfulness, and at the time I was like, a bit stressed, a lot going on in my personal life and everything or whatever. So, mindfulness just sounded so, cool and calm, get into a very centered point in your life when you're mindful, So I thought those things when I seen the title of this book. And this book is written by Gil Hassan, excuse me for if I mispronounce your name. But this is an awesome book that helped me revamp how I thought about myself and how I thought about life, how I dealt with people in life and how I traversed through life, because a big part of what we do every day is how we feel when we're out in the public, how we feel when we're out modeling on the runway, how you feel when you're getting prepared to go there. The energy it's a big build up when you're headed to a runway show, man. I'm feeling it right now, when it's time, when the show is there, I think about when I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, got my clothes together, ironed everything, made sure everything was perfect, and it was all of that made the walk. The 2-second walk, the strut that made the Runway King when I get out there, it made it all worth it, just because I know the time and the preparation that I put into it. I know how much money it took to throw this show. I know how much money people put into me, how much money people put on me, and how much the venue costs. So I need to be mindful at all times, to be grateful for every point in the process, because you can't skip, you can't get to the big place until you handle all of the small pieces, so basically this book has been a centerpiece of my life, and I keep it around, and I keep my most important books back here on this shelf. So when I'm working, if I need a quick line, if I need a motivational piece, this book is full of quotes, so I want to encourage you guys to start reading things that will benefit your life. If you do anything, there's a book for it, so alright, so basically a few points that I wanted to talk about after having this book, which is a wealth of information. I can't even begin to tell you a little bit, pieces that helped my life. But this book here, if you grab that, and I have the Amazon link listed below for all the books that I'm going to speak about today. So I'll have that there for you guys. So when you're being mental about something, you're being proactive, you're making sure that everything is aligned for it to work, because you got to think, if you have a plan and there isn't a sequence of events to make it happen, you're sporadic in your action, which means you're going to be sporadic in your thought. So to mentally compose yourself and to understand your goals and what you want to do is how you gather yourself mentally. So some of the bullet points that I wrote down is to live in the now and take advantage of what you have. We have such a wealth of information. Just if you're on the basic level, if you haven't even started the industry, you probably know somebody that's been in the industry. If you can start sharing that information between 2 to 3, 5 people, create a group, every model thing you see, you sharing between yourselves, you can build a network of people to use what you got to get where you're going. You know, it's a wealth of information out here. Tap your neighbor on the shoulder. You know, it's all about community. So the next bullet that I wrote down was you know, to enjoy the process. Like I said earlier, you know, you don't want to get to the destination and you were unhappy the whole way, because it's about how I started 7 o'clock in the morning and start the fashion show that made the 2-second walk at the end of the night glorious 10 hours later, you know. So enjoy the process, like I said. So refresh yourself daily. You want to be motivated. You want to have good information fed into you every day. Instagram, Facebook, you can run into a wealth of bad information. So basically what you have to do is never listen to anything on a playlist. Always choose your content. When you choose your content, you choose how you feel. You choose topics that you like. You just don't run into bad news. You know, so I'm a good auditor of my mental diet. So be sure to make sure you set your eyes on things that you want, and set your eyes on things that you think you can obtain and that you feel you have a connection to. So, okay. And make sure you have a 3 to 5 year plan for everything you want to do. This is personal advice. This is not even about the modeling industry right now. We can't even get to the modeling industry until I'm able to speed you guys up mentally so you can settle down in your life and understand that, hey, if I'm going to get anywhere this thing, I got to be categorized A through Z. I got to know what might come my way. I got to talk to people, network, understand, and traverse the modeling industry. That's what I'm trying to get you guys. So mentally, one of the other bullet points I have on here is to lower your stress levels. I'm a very stressful person. Ask my wife, I'm stressful. I think deep and I think long, but this is a double-edged sword, because I think deep and I think long because I want to make sure I get where I'm going. So to be intense and to be intentional is a plus, trust me. So to overthink, to go hard for yourself is good, but make sure you're being calm. Make sure you're doing some stuff that you love outside of something that may be very strenuous, or an activity that could, you know, feel a bit mundane after doing it so many times. So, like I said, time management. Time management is one of the most beneficial vehicles to get where you're going. If you got time in line, you can get exactly the plan you have done. You can get to where you're going at a certain point. If you don't have a timeline, if you don't have time management, if you don't have a schedule, if you don't host some type of schedule, whether it's digitally, whether it's on your email account, or whether you going inside of your phone, or I like to have a paper calendar, a paper schedule. So I like the whiteboards where you can just write on. You can, and when you walk around the house all day, you just viewing this information, taking it in all day. That I have an appointment. I have a photo shoot on this day. I have a portfolio audition on this day. I have this. I got to contact my photographer. I got to this, that, and the other. There's so much stuff that you need to do in the modeling industry. Time management is going to be one of the most crucial pieces to being a businessman personally, and in your personal life, and in the industry as well. So the last bullet that I have to be mentally sound for the professional modeling industry is setting your priorities straight. Like I said, to end this section, you have to make sure everyone in your house is aligned with your goals. If they're not aligned with your goals, you got to talk to somebody, because they're going to be unintentionally in the way of doing things, or causing turbulence in a plan that you have not been totally vocal and intentional about. So like I said, setting your priorities, getting everything in line, time management, scheduling, all of that stuff counts. In the seminar, I'm going to go very deep into different links, different websites that I use, different task managers that I use, different things I use for social media posting to save time. So I'm going to go into a very deep, concentrated focus on how you need to prepare yourself mentally, time management, scheduling, and things like that. And that's going to be the benefit to really getting into that seminar that I'm going to host in May, so you guys can really, really be sped up on what it actually takes to be a professional model. So, okay. So I just want to take a break and let you guys know and appreciate this drip, That's splat. I just want to let y'all, I'm feeling good, I'm saying. I'll put the phone up real quick. and let y'all set y'all eyes on this splash, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just talk your heads off all the way through. I want to let you know your boy look good too, you know what I'm saying? I look good all the time, and be confident about looking good, you know what I'm saying? When you look good, you feel good, and you play good, you know, so excuse me, you know what I'm saying? When you got that flavor going, when you got the juices rolling, you know what I'm saying? You start saying stuff that you mean, you intentional, you know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to check out the drip, you know what I'm saying? I got Stanley on here today. This is the 2021 spring collection going on, you know what I'm saying? This thing is gonna pop in the sun, you know what I'm saying? If you can see the colors, if you can see the blends, if you can see the frames, if you can see everything, Stanley on, man. The accessories, everything, Stanley on, let's get it. I do a little something different with the watch, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, that's my own little personal flavor I like to throw in it. Cufflinks, everything to the T, perfectly matching the suit, man. Look at this. This is Chris white shirt, black buttons. Come on, man, check the tie. Look at that, come on. Accented with the burgundy. Check it out. It gotta match, everything gotta match, you know? So I just wanted y'all to enjoy this little springtime piece I got on. It's a 3-piece. I'm buttoning here for y'all. Let y'all see that vest, you know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with the vest, you know what I'm saying? So, bow, I want y'all to come on down. It's www.stanleyon.com. Pound Runway King is my code. You can get yourself some money off of these fly suits. The home of affordable luxury. www.stanleyon.com. I'm trying to tell you, catch me. Hey, I'm getting far. I'm getting far. If you don't catch up, you gotta get one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many of these suits I got. I just treat the store as if it's my closet. So I want y'all to feel the same way and come and shop with us down at Stanley & Clothing. We will treat you like a family member. It's the Lion's Den, and you can look good like this any and every day. So, okay, back to what I was saying. All right. Here we go. Okay. So the next piece that I want to bring to y'all, the most important piece is the product. The product, you as a model, the product, you are the product. Everyone is interested in purchasing your services. So I'm going to talk about being physically ready to handle that. Do you know what it takes to be physically ready to handle some of these large brands? Nike, Adidas, Coach, Prada, Gucci, any one of these, once you get signed to a top 10 modeling agency, any one of these companies can hit you up. Walmart, Target, Gap, all of these big top name companies can hit you up. So are you mentally and physically prepared to give them the service that they're going to need from you as a professional model? What you're going to do is take care of self first. So taking care of self, the number one thing on the list, okay? Self. Take care of yourself. You're the money, you're the product. They want you. So if you take care of you, you're gonna get you paid. You gotta get you paid. That's the whole goal. I don't model for fun. I don't model for shits and giggles. I don't model for friends. I don't model for popularity. I model for money, baby. You know what I'm saying? The Runway King here for the cash. You know what I'm saying? So physically, I want to make sure you guys are mentally sound and physically sound. So the book that I have for you guys, that help you in your personal life and with maintaining weight in the modeling industry, a healthy build, a nice solid. You know, you can be too skinny, you can be too large, you can be either of those things. But if you're working out in either one of those categories, whether you're too small, too big, this and that, the other, you're good because you're always moving, you're always working towards your goal. Whatever body goals you got, pick them and go get them. Advice from the Runway King. So, one thing I'm saying to you guys, to be physically fit and ready, one of the books that I've used, that it's called Men's Health Big Book of Workouts. Many people like myself started out in the modeling industry, and prior to the modeling industry, but before I joined the Air Force and before I got into very brute kind of things in my life, playing football. Even when I played football, I lift weights when I wanted to. I didn't make a career out of lifting weights. So but that took a toll on my body. Me not lifting weights properly allowed me, when I'm like playing football and I'm running routes, I'm not able to be in control of my body as much as I could have been, but that was just me being young in high school, just enjoying life, but looking back, I would have slung them weights around, so I could have really took advantage of people, so we live and we learn. So now that I'm much mature and I'm much older now, I know that lifting weights makes me feel good when I get up and I stand up and I bend over and I lean over. Many of the problems people are having physically is just because you think you're going to be more tired if you work out. But I'm telling you, when you work out, you gain energy. You're tired in the moment, but you gain the benefit to last longer later. This thing has a lot to do with being physically fit, to get around, move around. This thing makes your sex better. Come on, man. Like if you had any complaints about sex, man, this fixes it. Getting up every day, working, running, working hard, doing your thrust. Come on, man. It all makes sense. So you want to make sure that you take care of your body physically. What you put into your body and what you consume is going to really, really dictate how your body performs and what you're going to get out of it. Now, I'm no health coach. I'm just a person that have really not worked out at one portion of my life, and I've overly worked out in my life. I've spent 4 years in the Air Force, and this thing really whipped me into shape. I was not a runner before I got into the Air Force, and these people burnt the rubber off of my shoes. They give you, when you join the Air Force, they give you some New Balance, and by the end of BMT, oh man, the rubber was burnt off of them bad boys. Be running miles and miles and miles and miles. So I just want to let you guys know that health is wealth. And that if you work out every day, you're going to start to see the benefit in all parts of your life. You'll start being more motivated. You'll start being more stimulated in your thinking. Your sex will be better. You'll be able to have more stimulating conversations. You'll be more patient, more calm. You'll carry things more sturdy. So I just want to encourage you guys to know that no matter what industry you're in, it's just healthy to work out.